Hi everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I am excited to bring to you the latest offering from the land of the rising sun and Takara Tommy. This is Transformer Generations Ratbat. This is a repaint remold of the Generations uh, Scourge figure. That was a fantastic mold, and it's been redone with Ratbat. Those of us who remember in the instructions, we got to see Ratbat's head. Those were in the American instructions. This is not an American release, as I said. This is from Takara Tommy. There's the back. This is like fresh from the box. I haven't even had a chance to open it yet, but wanted to give you a little look. I am somewhat impressed that they are using the traditional classic sort of generations packaging, as they usually have their own packaging for United or Go or whatever the line is. So who knows? Maybe we'll see this in America. But let's take a look at the figure. Okay, and here's Senator Ratbat, as he's sometimes known in America, out of the packaging. Right off the bat, I should mention some of the joints on my figure are a little loose. It's not that, they're floppy, just that they're not as tight as I'd like, especially the connections in the backpack here to hold his wings in place and what have you. Right off the bat, I have to say the colors used and the paint used is phenomenal. It has this lovely metallic purple sheen that I hope is coming off, along with metallic gold highlights. He does have the Decepticon logo right here. The head mold is ingenious. The head mold, it is that new face, will come in a little later, but it does even have a little bit of a bat head molded in. For those of you not familiar, he does have some great articulation. Uh, Somewhat ratchety shoulder joints here. Those are really for transformation. Um, Swivel at the arm, single joint at the elbow, but you get 90 degrees. Rotation at the wrist, rotation at the bicep. Due to the transformation, though, I should mention it does look a little weird from certain angles. Ball jointed hips. Knees can go forward like that and back. I try to keep the legs straight just to, for aesthetical reasons. Ball joints at the feet so he can have like some great ankle pivot and what have you. Uh, Basically, the arms are fine. It's the lower extremities that I find that are a little bit on the loose side, and that it's causing issues with him standing up. Other than that, there are like still the little secret joints here in his wings that allow it to move up and down, but those are really mentioned in the instructions. And there are some other joints we'll get to a little bit later when you open the wings. Other than that, I think the robot mode looks great. Now let's just come up for a detailed look at the head. And here's that great new head mode. Unfortunately, this doesn't have the 5 millimeter clip at the top that the original Scourge figure did, for weapons. But it just looks wonderful. And as I mentioned, you can see on the top there the moldings of the bat head. It's sort of like the bat mouth open, and there's the face. This is just really cool, and I think it's an allusion to what he will become later, according to the source. Because basically, this was Ratbat before he became a cassette and a minion and all that stuff. So, yeah, let's get to the transformation. Before I forget, I just want to briefly mention his weapon. This is, of course, just a repaint of Scourge's gun, which was, a sort of a takeoff of his classic Target Master. It's two separate weapons that clip together using a 5 millimeter clip-in post system. The first top gun can actually, the clip can fold up. You have a handle so you can dual wield. So I'm just going to fold that up like this, and then fold the barrel in like that for weapon storage, because we're going to come around here on Ratbat, and his wings open up. And basically, you just got to get your nail in there. Oh, there we go. And just open up like this. Again, on the other side, just go ahead, pop it open. And there are double hinges here, and that, like on Scourge, we were able to just actually fold the wings on that hinge to give a little open texture and what have you, give more of a cape feel for Scourge. But on Ratbat, I think it just, you can leave it normal. So you might notice there are grooves in the molding. This is where the weapons will go. This is fantastic weapon storage, just like that. They slot in very nicely, and you can go ahead and pick them back up. So, we can actually just leave the wings out like that just for now, but we're going to start with the arms. What you want to do is take an arm, rotate it up, telescope the fist in, just like so. Rotate the forearm so the elbow joint is facing in towards the head. Bend it at the elbow joint, and this is where it gets fun. Pull on the gold shoulder pad so that the whole arm section can pop out. Rotate it down, and then pop it back into place, and just rotate the arm around so it pegs in. We'll do it on this side. Rotate the arm around, rotate it so the joint is facing in towards the head, even though actually, no, I'm sorry, rotate it so the groove notch that will slide the fist out is facing towards the head. Rotate the arms down, slide it back in, and then peg the arms back in to the main shoulder cavity. Next, what you want to do is just grab the legs, rotate the whole waist section around. There is also that skirt hinge section. If you wanted to fold it out more, you can, but it's really just supposed to just fold up like that. And then you're just gonna push down on the chest. Let's see if I can do this, to lower the chest section into that skirt. And then just go ahead and push the arms in to go the extra distance. So make sure everything is solid, just like that. Come down to the feet, fold up the feet into the body like so. Rotate the arms so the slot here and tab here are facing towards each other. And then you just want to go ahead and collapse the legs into each other and then peg them together. And once they're pegged together, go ahead and wiggle them up into position to peg into the bottom of the skirt. And you basically want to make sure that the arms are as flush to them as possible so they look something like this. Next, what you can go ahead and do is push down the head and then fold it forward like so, that the thruster is facing out to the back. Come around behind. Now, if you had left the wings folded up like this, first you would straighten them up, fold them up and out like this on the double hinge and on that double joint, and then all the way flat like that. Then what you want to do is, and again, there's a double joint there, fold the wings all the way out. On that double joint, there's the main fuselage will peg into the front of the jet, and then the wings will come up and peg into a post on the side of the arms, well, right underneath, and then into vents on the jet, and just get everything lined up like so. Unfortunately, there is, yes, some issues with pegging due to the age of the mold. But for the most part, there is Senator Ratbat in vehicle mode. You can then go ahead, come underneath, and there is landing gear. It doesn't roll, but it is there. Go in, flip them out, and then it can sit. In vehicle mode, Ratbat is purple. He looks like a purple stealth jet. Scourge was white and blue, and he's purple. There are, of course, still the gold highlights along the back of thrusters, gold right along where the cockpit would be, some silver accents on the rear of the thrusters, and you can still get the gold on his chest plate and, his head, which is tucked away right there. All in all, I think this is a fantastic reuse of the mold. This was a fantastic mold to begin with. If you don't have the Scourge, I highly recommend picking him up. If you have a Scourge, I can definitely recommend picking up Ratbat. It's the new head, the new colors, make it a new figure, and if you're part of that before they came to Earth's type of stuff, excellent addition to your collection. This is your old pal Chuck for Ratbat. We'll see you next time.